Hello fellow modelers, welcome back. Sometimes you don't feel like doing anything too complicated, but you still want to get your modeling kicks in. In those cases, what I would recommend are these HobbyBoss easy kits. They're pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Um, and they're also a good way for you to do your practice on more, maybe on your painting than your actual modeling skills. Or if you're just restarting out in the hobby, after a long break and just want something easy to build. These live up to the name. They are pretty easy to build. Here I have the Eurofighter Typhoon. Even though it doesn't specifically say on the box it's an easy kit, but it's really basically one of their easy kits style. So let me just show you around the box and open it up. Alright, so you have your artwork. Here you have the Typhoon parked here at night, it looks like, at a runway. This is 1/72 scale. Here on the side you got a little bit of information about the Typhoon and a couple of line drawings of the model. This is copyright 2011, so it's recent. Again, here just some more information, the UPC code. Alright, so let's just open up and take a look what's inside the box. So here you have. So basically this is pretty standard the way all these easy kits, for the most part, they tend to be a single piece, probably the wing, in this case the wing and the bottom half of the body, and a single piece for the top half of the body. And if you see here, they got these pretty big, good size lugs, pinholes, with the corresponding pins on the other side. So they literally snap very well together with a minimum of gluing or sand or filling needed. I'll take a little closer look at that in a little bit. Here you have the canopy, nicely protected as well, here in its own little sealed plastic bag. And I'll show you some pictures after this close up so you can take a look at it. So you remove the black packaging here, you have the rest of the parts for this kit. This could be why this is not listed as a easy kit, because this probably has a little bit more parts than your typical easy kit, but still it's in the same genre series of models, how easy it is to build. And let's open this up and give you a look at this one. One thing I like about these Chinese manufacturers, especially these HobbyBoss and Trumpeter, they tend to package all their sprues individually very well. So you have less likelihood of damage and shipping and over time. So this particular sprue, this is sprue A. You have your two engines there. You see that? You have your cockpit tub with a little bit of detail. There's a bit of raised detail there for the knobs and switches. I believe this is for the back cockpit area. So that's where you put the cockpit, the canopy. Not sure what that piece is for. Here in the other sprue, also well sealed. Let's open this up. Here you have the rest of the parts. So here you have your vertical stabilizer. Here you have your canards, I think they're called, on the forward fuselage of the plane. In this particular model, they are molded as part of the lower part of the nose here, so they're not movable. And on some other kits, they are movable. But if you're building a static model, it's not that big of a deal. Here you have the other parts. You got pylons for the missiles. Now, unfortunately, this particular kit does not come with any ordnance. It comes with the pylons, but no ordnance. So if you have some in your spares, if you were to pick up this kit, you might want to add some of your spares in there. You have your landing gear here. You have your exhaust nozzles, your wheels, one-piece wheels. I believe these are landing gear doors. Some other bits and bobs here. And you got your ejection seat there. You can take a look at. There, and your landing gear, and your wheels. Not too much details there, and the wheels are pretty basic. Same thing with your exhaust cans there; they're also pretty basic, but not horrible, but just very basic. All right, and also you got your decals. Again, nice sealed bag and covered. This is something that which other manufacturers would do. Does it really cost them that much more to properly package, their products? I mean, a lot of times I see decals they just thrown there. They don't even have this little piece of protective paper over it. They just thrown like this in the box. They'll get scratched and damaged. Same thing with the plastic pieces. So here are your decals for this. Again, I'll show you some close-up pictures later at the end of this. Taking a look at these, I mean, the registration, everything is pretty cool, pretty good. My experience with the HobbyBoss decals and other kits that build of this series, I mean, they lay down pretty well. They snug down pretty well. Even if they might appear a little thick on the outset, some microsolvent on them, and they pretty much melt, disappear into the model. Here you have your instructions. Very basic instructions. On the front you got the picture same as the cover art, some read before operating, some warnings. On the back you have your sprue map, and then inside you have your steps, and this is all the 4 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. You know, very easy build to do. Definitely something you can easily do in a weekend. Paint it and get it all done. And lastly, you have your painting guide in color. Again, something which other manufacturers would also do. I mean, this, even if the colors, printed colors are not 100% accurate, at least it gives you pretty fair representation of what the plane and the colors should be, and you're able to tell the difference between colors as opposed to telling the difference between shades of gray. I mean, a lot of times those shades of gray, they all blend in together and you can't tell one from, it's very hard and difficult to tell one from the other. So this is your painting guide and your decal. The colors given here, you see here down the legend, they're given in Mr. Hobby, Vallejo, Malo Master, Tamiya, and Umbro equivalents were applicable. So that's good. So it gives you different options depending what you have in hand or what you're able to access locally where you are. So basically the decals for this particular kit, you got 2 markings, 4 markings. You got German, so it's the same. So this is the German version, and then you have, I'm not sure what that is. British? Spain? Guess I should have looked up beforehand. Because I cannot read the Chinese. But anyway, so you get markings for 2 planes. So in this particular kit. That's all. That's all you got in the kit. You got your color guide, you got your instructions, easy instructions, you got your really good decals. You have 2 sprues of parts, plus the canopy sprue, and then you have your 2 main body pieces, the top and the bottom. Again, these kits go together pretty easily, and so it's a good weekend build. Good, again, like I said, maybe you're just in between models and looking just to get your modeling fixed, but don't want to get into anything too complicated, too time-consuming. Or if you have a child, you know, that's interested in your hobby and you want to get them into it, so it's a good way to do a little buddy build with your child. Or if you're just getting back into it after years of not having built models, you know, again, this is a pretty quick and easy way of getting back into it. Alright, I hope you enjoy this. I hope maybe you'll go out and pick some up, and you know, and I mean, they come in very different models, and hopefully you will enjoy. Alright, so after this I'll show you some slideshow of the parts, and stay tuned for my next update.